Kennedy.
So my name is Kennedy. I've known Steven for 25 years, maybe a little more. And I put him for a lot of shit. And he's always been by my side for some reason. And he's a damn good friend, good brother, great son, and someday be a damn good father. Love you, buddy.
Okay, mine's long, so bear with me. And I wrote it down because I am not a good public speaker and I'm probably gonna cry, so I have this. Good evening, my name is Michael Lofton, and Emily, aka Bams, aka Emiliana, Princess of Spain. That's what it's an inside joke. Has been my best friend since the summer going into 9th grade. God, I'm gonna cry over it. We met on our summer softball travel team, and my first impression of her wasn't the greatest. I was actually terrified of her, and I thought she was stuck up. But the funny thing is, she thought the exact same thing about me. Within no time, we bonded over our love for sports, being tomboys, and our Swiss heritage. I think we also had the most die-hard sports fanatic Swiss grandmas around. Grandma Jackie Limegruber and Grandma Hilda Eiten attended all of our softball games, and they weren't afraid to tell us if we didn't do well after the game. I'll never forget our softball trip to Colorado in your Grandma Jackie's van. You know the trip where I forced you to watch the movie Selena the entire way on repeat? We finally made it to Colorado only to face a team from Australia. Remember this? First batter, first pitch, home run over the fence. They gave us the ass whooping of our lives. Oh well, it was fun. We made lifelong memories, and I mastered the infamous washing machine. Memories, oh memories. We have a lot of stories. Remember the time a couple of us girls egged someone's house and unbeknownst to you, you were the getaway car? Or our overnight camp out behind Grandma Jackie's house? Twins, you were there. Gerard, I'm sure you remember that night. We're taking that one to the grave. Or the time we were in Mexicali and you told us, if anything happens, just say my uncle is Wally Limegruber. We were like, okay, Vince, sure thing. Like, Mexicali law enforcement really cares that your uncle is Wally Limegruber in a foreign country. Man, those were some good old memories that we will cherish forever. And like I said, some of them we will take to our graves. Bims being, Sorry, I'm a sensitive Sally. Okay, Bims, being your best friend the past 26 years has made me a better person. I'll take this down. You've taught me so much without even knowing it. You've helped me tone down my temper, my Swiss stubborn temper. You've taught me that not all things need to be resolved with words or confrontation, as you are never one for conflict, but you would rather have peace. And in most cases, it's always best to walk away. You have taught me to always look at the positive things in life and only control in life what you can control. Don't stress the things that are out of your control, which I always tend to do. You've taught me to have patience as I have watched you patiently wait for your soulmate, never whining or complaining, yet keeping your faith and having trust in the Lord's timing. Faith. That's a big one. You've taught me to always have faith. I don't know how many times you've listened to me rant in my vent sessions, and then afterwards, the next day, you would send me a Bible verse or a quote to reflect on, or a book or podcast you recommended I read. You're seriously one of the most amazing women I've ever met, and Steven, you're beyond lucky to have her. Steven, where do I begin? The Emily and Steven story all started when my dad and his dad, may he rest in peace, decided to play matchmaker one day. My dad told me he had a good friend who had a son, and he thought it'd be a good idea to set Emily up on a blind date. I remember telling myself, this is a horrible idea. 2 old men playing matchmaker. This cannot possibly go well. The idea got worse when I found out Steven's age. I was like, no, this is never gonna happen. Emily won't agree to this. But when I told Emily about Steven, all she said was, no blind date, but you can give him my number and he can call me. Numbers were exchanged, and unbeknownst to her best friends, they started talking, went on their first date, and hit it off. After meeting Steven and getting to know him, I quickly learned that Emily is dating someone a lot like her best friend, me. Someone who speaks his mind, who's stubborn yet sensitive, or has a sensitive side. Someone who's very kind-hearted, a little ADHD at times, and sometimes may need to be reeled in. Steven, I think you have found the perfect person to balance you out. I think you have needed someone like Emily in your life, someone who's kind and compassionate, someone who's mature, maternal, someone to keep you grounded and to set you straight from time to time, someone who's nurturing, and someone to love you unconditionally. I can guarantee you with all my heart that you have found that in Emily. Today, as you take her heart for the rest of your lives, please promise to love her, honor her, protect her, and put her on the pedestal that she belongs on. Emiliana, Princess of Spain here. And I have no doubt she will do the same in return. As you both venture on this journey in marriage, my number one piece of advice is to always communicate. Communication is key to successful marriage. I pray your marriage is filled with blessings upon blessings and eternal love and many beautiful babies. So please raise your glasses as I leave with this verse from Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. God bless you.